some more time.
Turn on the faucet, brown water flows, lead pipes poisoning my children, my community. City council's been busy poisoning our water supply to save money. Switch water source, knew it was corrosive, knew it would leach lead. No remorse for black and brown communities, they deemed expendable. This is environmental racism, this is criminal, defensible by no moral standard. They knowingly hurt us, knowingly poisoned children, knowingly betrayed trust of citizens, paying taxes, paying water bills for toxic supply that's causing brain damage, developmental harm, toxic exposure that'll affect generations. Kids born with lead in their blood, in their bones, in their future. They plead ignorance, but emails prove they knew, they just didn't care. Cause we're poor, cause we're black, cause we live over there in forgotten neighborhoods where services deteriorate, while wealthy suburbs get infrastructure updates. We wait for bottled water distribution, for filters that don't work completely, for pipes to be replaced that should have been replaced immediately. But that costs money and we're not worth the investment to politicians who see us as problems, not residents. Water crisis, environmental racism flows through lead pipes in the black homes. Everybody knows this wouldn't happen in wealthy white neighborhoods fast. They fix it immediately, but we're left with poison that'll last generations. This is genocide, this is slow violence. This is what happens when government maintains silence about infrastructure failures in communities they don't value. Yeah, my daughter's developing slowly, lad exposure stunted. Her cognitive development, her potential, they bunted aside our children's futures for budget considerations. This is what happens under emergency mandate legislation that strips elected officials of power, installs appointees who answer to governor, not residents. Priorities shifted from people to profit, from safety to savings. This is austerity politics. This is their cravings for small government manifested as poison water. For my son, my daughter, my neighbor's son and daughter, we organized, protested, demanded accountability. They denied it for months, called us hysterical inability to take black women seriously when we said something's wrong. Dismissed our concerns, our evidence for too long, until researchers from outside confirmed what we've been saying. And suddenly it's a crisis. Suddenly they're praying for forgiveness. Suddenly they care, but where were they when we were screaming for help? When we were trying to convey the urgency, the danger, the poisoning of our community. They were protecting the image, the budget, impunity of officials who made decisions that harmed us. No consequences for poisoning a city, just apologies and defenses that ring hollow when children are damaged permanently. Class action lawsuit filed, years in court ahead. Meanwhile, we're still bathing in bottled water, drinking from plastic lead. Levels in some homes still elevated, pipe replacement slow. Government dragging feet, minimizing scope. We know this is intentional, this is hoping we'll move away, displaced by crisis they created, by water we can't taste. Without gagging, without fearing for our children's health. This is environmental racism, this is commonwealth sacrifice for corporate profit, for political expedience. This is what happens to communities without procedural adherence to basic human rights, to clean water, to safe infrastructure. This is America's underbelly. This is the rupture between rhetoric and reality, between what they claim and what they do when communities are black and poor. Same pattern everywhere. Jackson, Mississippi, Newark, Baltimore. Failing infrastructure in black neighborhoods they ignore until crisis becomes too visible. Then mental response, just enough to quiet outrage, not enough to ever launch real solutions, real repairs, real justice, real accountability. We're supposed to be grateful for bottled water. Reality is they poison us, damaged our children, stole our future, and expect us to